Good morning. Well, actually, it'd be a different time. But anyways, I'm here today to actually give you guys a little something special. So, if you've already seen the reactions from the meetup group that I was in for the series finale, a lot of this will cover the before and after effects. So, if you want to take a look at the reactions to the finale, either from our perspective or if you've already seen the episode, at least if you haven't seen the series finale or just want to see what the reactions are like, I'll put a card up here if I remember to direct that over there. There will be an alternative link just in case that gets taken down, because you don't know what the copyright system's going to be like on YouTube. And the next thing is, if you've already seen it but you don't want to see the reactions, then stick around for this video. For what this video will cover is the chat with the other people in the meetup group, talking about what we thought of Season 9 in general and what we all thought of it as the series as a whole. This will cover before, the middle, and after the events. The middle will be basically covering what happened in the two-parter finale, so kind of a little bit of a spoilers there, but if you want to see it for yourself, well, you'll have to stay tuned and find out. So, yeah, just kick back, enjoy these clips I have of the group's opinions on the Season 9 series finale. I mean, rest in peace, MLP. It was a good run while you had, and I definitely enjoyed that train ride for myself. But anyways, there you go.
Or was when the sixth, Trixie, Starlight, Thorax, and Save the Day.
Oh,
They were doing a Brony React, and then you see it was like, see, no, look at this. Right here, you're ruining it.
Oh yeah, that's
Because-
the season 6 finale.
Yeah, because he shows the very end of it, not but what's going to happen come out. I was like, see, that would have been exciting to react to. That would have been amazing to see live. But no, you decided to go ahead and post that, and you ruined it for everybody.
I mean, they advertised it. I'm not sure what the run times on it were. It was either like 1 or 2 weeks, who knows, maybe 4 episodes before it even happened.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like really hard to advertise something either for TV or for a movie trailer, because loads of times like trailers will spoil whatever is going to happen in the movie.
Yeah, they'll do the biggest scene this way to get more people to come watch it. And it's like, oh wait, that big scene's all there is in there? Wow.
Yeah, like I think with Terminator Genesis, like the first trailer started off pretty good, no spoiler revealed or anything, but then second trailer dropped, everything's gone.
Yeah.
What up?
Gone.
Got a camera, I see.
Yeah, reactions
I got
for...
Oh, I got Twilight.
We have a Hulk. Jokes aside, pretty much for now, I'm doing reactions for the finale.
Oh, yeah.
So, that'll be interesting to see how to get that.
Hello, fellow human beings.
Hey there.
I promise that's what I am.
I'm going to point you in the Myra. Not my fault. Blame Myra.
So do you know where we are for this?
We're in room number 1.
Okay. Haven't opened it yet?
Nope.
Oh, there's nobody to open the doors for us.
Yeah, well, we were coming all the way from Puyallup, so we decided to get here early.
I was going to go to the meeting, but unfortunately, traffic made me late, so I forget it. Just go to the library.
And it's not like we could sit in the car or anything and wait till the staff came out of the meeting and everything.
Yeah. That would have gotten uncomfortable.
Totally.
How's it going?
Hey there.
You can tell that it is the final season of My Little Pony because they are getting ballsy with the stuff that they're putting in the background. Like Lyra and Bonbon proposing to each other in the last episode.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise right there.
It's like, okay, it's canon now, they can't take it back.
Well, that was quite a surprise to see that happen in the background.
Well, we all knew it was going to happen.
Honestly, I can't blame them. They have been sort of alluding to the idea that Lyra and Bonbon were a couple, but they couldn't because of the censors. But now they don't have to worry about the censors because fuck it, it's our last episode.
What is it? Cancel us? Oh, well, cancel us.
First viewing of it, you don't even notice it, but it's like, you look real closely. Oh, I think it took me like somebody one of my friends to tell me, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Rewind the recording and then take a look at it.
She talks to Angel. Where she's like, I'm shy, I'm on their Discord.
I gotta say, my favorite thing from the last couple episodes has been the canon grown-up CMC.
Oh, yes.
That, like, especially as a 3D modeler, that was a wonderful thing.
I was a little sad that the C4 screws wings still being small.
Yeah, that's just like, okay, so is that a deformity or was it a glitch in the magic? So many questions.
A little bit. Or maybe that's why she can't fly. But then you look at Pork Biceps, she's got tinier wings. A huge ass body. He's still flying.
Yeah,
What the hell?
like as a filly, her wings are normal sized, but it's like, okay, are they not going to grow with her? Because like Sweetie Belle's horn stayed in proportion, and so it's a question of was that Scootaloo or was that the magic? But considering that she is technically only half Pegasus, it's very likely her.
But then again, seeing like the whole idea of Cutie Mark Crusaders being magically grown up, it kind of reminded me of this movie called 13 Going on 30. I'm not sure if you've seen that one.
Yes, I've seen that, and I saw Big, which was what 13 Going on 30 was inspired by.
Oh my God, I forgot about Big.
Yes.
I was just in thought of 13 Going on 30. I seen the trailer a lot as a kid, and it's like, this reminds me of that movie.
Yeah, especially at the end. I think they were doing more Big than 13 Going on 30 because at the end they're like, you know, we wish we were foals again, and that was what Tom Hanks did. Was like, I wish I was a kid again at the end of Big. So they were definitely alluding to that more than anything because I think more people know Big than 13 Going on 30.
Yeah, that 13 is pretty elusive.
Yeah. Of course, there have been a couple other movies that do that. Like there was one recently with Zac Efron.
Oh God, I think it was 17 again.
Something like that, yeah. It's a pretty popular trope suddenly for the adult to be turned into a kid. Like I saw another one a few months ago. I don't even remember who was in it. I didn't recognize the person, but it was like, this time it's a black lady. Okay, because that's totally different. I forgot to turn the sound off.
What's going on? I don't hear nothing.
Pokemon Go. So what are you trying to catch?
Oh, I got a research to take snapshots of Eevee, so I was just doing that.
Oh, nice.
It's like I don't usually do that because it's completely pointless. But if it gets me research, then I'll do it.
I'm surprised that Pokemon Go is still a thing.
Oh yeah, they've actually been improving it a lot. Like they recently added Team Rocket battles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. At first, it looked like it was going to be a limited time thing because they had like a limited time special research.
Do you like my cutie marks?
Oh, that's so cute.
Aww. And I got them on both legs.
Yay! So you don't have Hasbro syndrome.
Exactly.
Hasbro syndrome.
I kind of want someday to get a tattoo of my cutie mark on my shoulder or something.
You're not going to be sitting for a long time if you put that on your rear. I'm gonna.
You can see it, it's going to hurt like hell.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like being a kid and give me spanking because you're dissing wrong. Like, okay, I'm not sitting for a couple of days.
I saw a screenshot somewhere. I could not tell you where it was from, but it had a picture of one of the Equestria girls ponied up, and like her cutie mark was on her shoulder. And it's like, that is actually very good because otherwise it's on her butt. And you can't exactly do human butts the same way you do pony butts.
Season 9. That was one interesting way that these individual episodes can makes some of the characters go out very well.
I do like
Like
the way that
Octavian
they are
Ward.
trying to wrap up as many loose ends as possible.
Yeah.
What I hate is shows that end up with so many loose ends. I'm
Like the Teen Titans. Oh my god. Like they should not have ended that because girls like it. They should have made it better.
If you want a TV show ending that will make you truly scratch your head, try Sopranos.
Oh, the ending episode, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's when they do an ending like that on purpose. The ones that really frustrate me are the ones that clearly had a plan for their finale, but they got canceled sooner than they wanted to, and so they have to rush to wrap everything up, like an Angel.
Angel.
They clearly had that being that took over Fred planned as the big bad for that season, but then they got the announcement that they were going to be canceled, so they're like, wait a minute, we have to wrap this up.
now she's good.
Kind of, maybe, question mark? She's not trying to kill everybody, there's a plus. But yeah, that is one thing that I didn't really like about Joss Whedon's shows, is he does that. Yeah. Firefly, he didn't have the chance to do that.
I have not seen Firefly yet.
It's a good show. I understand why people really like it, but I don't understand why they like it to the extent that they do. But one that I really feel was a missed opportunity was Dollhouse.
Dollhouse.
And that was another one. That was another one where he clearly had huge plans for future seasons, and then it got canceled, and he's like, okay, let's skip to the end. It's like, stop it!
It's like, why skip to the end? We have no idea what happened.
I know. It was so confusing. And it's like suddenly Echo is in a little girl. It's like, what?
I mean, thankfully I picked up a book called Soprano Sessions so I can actually read what the creator had in mind when creating that ending. The Soprano Sessions is basically like a whole book that covers each episode and does a little essay on them, deep meanings of all of them, which will be very helpful, especially since I saw Sopranos last year and loved it.
I tend to just pick up random shows and watch them through and binge them. Like I'm binging Grimm right now, which it's okay. It's pretty good. I like how creative they get with the different creatures. But there are some characters that are like, you're supposed to be smarter than this.
You know what show I love that doesn't have a weird ending? Merlin.
That was a good one.
It follows the story of Merlin and how he influences King Arthur and just all of his wacky adventures.
And he's young, like, so it's not the it's
And he changes his appearance in front of so that when he's in front of King Arthur, he's old.
growing up. I did not think of the Alien franchise as a horror franchise. I thought of it as more of a sci-fi franchise, but then the first time I heard someone refer to it as a horror, I'm like, what?
There are,
Yeah.
like, one of the heads at TCM for programming basically was talking about how Star Wars wasn't considered a sci-fi movie.
It's definitely based more in fantasy than sci-fi.
Yeah, like they actually have a video up on TCM's YouTube channel, so
Well, that's why they have these magical realms called sci-fi fantasy.
like the Sword of Shannara series.
Yes.
It's technically fantasy, but it is set in the real world. So yeah, so that I started reading. I like to read book series chronologically, regardless of which book was released first. I started reading the book that is claimed to be chronologically the earliest in the series. I could not finish it because it was so depressing. Mainly because it's like, yeah, we're kind of heading that way right now if things go the way they are. So yeah, I had to put it down.
I think there's like a few animes I've had to put down just because it's either too much fan service or it just didn't grab my interest a lot.
Yeah.
I think, I don't remember the name of the anime, but I think it was something from the Sentai Filmworks catalog. Momo Kun Sword or whatever it was. Small, like, bikinis and all that.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so much fan service I can stomach.
Yeah, well, and then there's stuff that's like outright molestation.
Oh.
Like in the Seven Deadly Sins. I could not get through that
I've
because...
heard people talk about Seven Deadly Sins.
And it's like anyone I've talked to who is a hardline fan of the Seven Deadly Sins tries to explain it away, and it's like, no, that is not okay. He outright steals a girl's panties right off of her body.
Ooh.
It's like, no, that is not okay. I don't care what culture you're from. That's not okay.
Oh, Agent.
Is okay with it?
Yeah. It's like she even like falls in love with him from what I've heard. It's like, no!
You're saying 6.5. She's like, go! Including her, I'd say, or excluding her. Oh, okay.
You want me to hold that for you?
I got it. I'm filing right after.
Pretty good sized room. Just about 45 minutes until it happens. Got all the chairs. I've got my angle set up. Sound check. All that. Hopefully, it's going to be one interesting finale we have on our hands. There'll probably be a couple of people coming in later to see this whole thing, but for the moment being, I think we got ourselves a good turnout. Now, of course, these guys are from Evergreen Northwest. They just finished their meeting and everything, so ought to be interesting to see what goes on here. But there should be more people later on, who knows. But I'd say for season 9 we've have ourselves overall really good season, pretty good season. I mean, sure, there are people that have taken a look at the early airings and said, oh, the ending is terrible, or MLP went downhill after blank, and in your choice, I mean, the one thing we're hoping for is, at least what I'm hoping for, is they don't do a Sopranos on this thing, where it's just like, just stop blank. Door opens, you hear it, then that's it. Which left loads of people confused. Of course, for this, I'm going to leave my whole phone off so I don't get constant messages of people trying to spoil the episode or whatever. Just as a precaution. Because obviously you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, there's been a few follies we've had for this season, especially with one episode. I mean, 246 great. What were they thinking? Out of all the leagues or early airings and everything that's recently happened this season, I think the winner for the most leaks goes to Friendship is Magic. Yeah, the most leaks go to Friendship is Magic. Well, preserve the battery. Actually, swap this out for... I'll swap the battery out for this one, the standard one, extended one, film the reactions. That's all you need to know. I'll come back once I talk about what happened during the show, so see you then. What a two-parter that was. That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's very, very exciting. Woo! What you call a finale, right? At least that's what you call a two-parter, right there. Probably the best we had at this moment, right? I admit.
Yeah.
Was the wait worth it? Definitely was. What do you think of this two-parter?
So far, so good, and orbital friendship canon confirmed.
Oh.
And I'm over here, trying to feed about 20 minutes behind.
What a two-parter that was. What a two-parter that was. What did you think
absolutely.
of it?
That was crazy.
Cool. We've got one more. They're pretty much doing what Gotham did and having an aftermath episode. So It'd be interesting to see how that all goes.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm just basically, I'm just following.
Dennis's two-part. Dennis's first 2 parts of an episode I've ever seen.
That has to be one of the best. Probably Twilight's Kingdom holds like the crown right there or something.
I think someone already made a theory before that Discord, that Discord was Grogar. I think someone already made it. I think that they thought that Discord was transformed from Grogar, but I don't think anyone made the connection before spoilers or anything. I don't think anyone made that connection.
I was surprised they decided to use Grogar considering he's a necromancer.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably it was just to tie into the previous show, because I know, there's a one fan, another person I know who had only watched it pre-G4.
Yeah, season.
And so they were familiar with Grogar from there, so that kind of brought them back to see the last bit of the season.
I mean, you think about the first episodes of G1 where they literally blow Tyrek apart with a rainbow power. But I'm thinking the next movie's probably going to bring the real Grogar in.
That is like a headcanon to take. But good work.
I'm really happy with the tie-ins to the movie, though.
Yeah. I was really impressed by Spike's performance. He got a lot of love.
Yeah, they really decided to build up Spike.
After a decade of Spike abuse.
That and I like the use of Zakura in this season. It really gave her a lot of made-up screen time.
She was kind of despicable in I believe it was She Talks to Angel.
Yeah, but that's Angel.
Okay, but her behavior in that episode wasn't.
I would do the same thing to Angel.
Sakura in She Talks to Angel.
What a finale.
I got the Everfree Twitter, so we'll take a picture with your phone. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Shannon?
Get down.
Dolls in the back. Dolls in the back.
Oh yeah. Squeeze in a little bit.
And sardines.
Great series.
We show this to the
One more, I guess.
One more. Jeez.
Everybody on 3, cheese sandwich. 1, 2, 3, cheese sandwich! Okay.
Thank you guys for coming.
Man, oh man. That was a great finale.
That song, I could not stop crying.
Oh yeah.
So much.
I think that is one that everyone will sing at the next Everfree. I guarantee it. They'll be singing that. What do you think of this? The whole finale itself.
Well done.
It's going to be one to remember for the times in the future. That last song, the way it ended, everything. Everyone will be quoting that ending at Everfree.
Oh, cool.
See you at the next party. Ah, what a finale. That was an absolutely magnificent finale.
I'm trembling.
It's so unbelievable
the TV series as a whole has now ended, and
I mean, I've been a part of the fandom since not the very beginning, but pretty darn close, and it's just been kind of the defining. Okay, it hasn't defined my life, but it's been a defining part of my life for the past 10 years now, and it's just.
Is it raining?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, not to bring out the cliche phrase, but I'm not sad it's over. I'm glad it happened. But
Which one?
It was,
It's right next to the hotel, the Hyatt Regency.
definitely you love the finale and the aftermath.
yes. It was a good way to wrap the series up.
Definitely. How else could the show have ended without an aftermath episode like they did with Gotham?
So, yeah.
This else could be said. But that every single one of us potentially would have to agree that this finale as a whole was probably one of the best ways for Friendship is Magic to go out with a bang. And what I feel with this finale is, well, it did its job. It was great. It was amazing. The song at the end that I guarantee everyone will be singing in the next updates for My Little Karaoke and the next pony conventions next year, all of them. It guarantees that essentially, even while the show ended, there is an announcement for a season 10 comic.
No, the best part, it made everybody cry. It was like, pastel ponies should not make you cry so hard.
What a great finale.
And I just love everything they were doing that they could fit in, not just references, but stuff in the background too, like LBRY and Bon Bon getting married, and just all of the ships that they confirmed just in the last few minutes of the episode. Fluttercord, Yona Sandbar, oh god, who else was it? I just named a bunch of them, but now I can't remember.
Where was I? Oh yeah, like no matter like even if the show has ended and everyone's moved on with their lives and like we still got the season 10 of the comics ongoing, I mean, it's a guarantee that the fans of MLP, whether or not they did know the show's existence, they grew up with it at the peak of the Brony fandom, or what other else there was to this whole equation that brought many a people together. What else can be said? I mean, it's just magnificent on just how the show sent it off, how it began, how it ended, how much it changed everyone. It was a great finale. A song in the end that I've said everyone will quote.
Best.
Yeah. And it's overall no matter if the comics and fan work and everything are done, there'll always be that new generation that will come around and discover this show and just fall in love with it. Some episodes may throw people off of it. I knew few people that ditched the series, whether it be the 3rd season, the 8th season, 5th season, what have you. I mean, even with this finale, it still goes to show that even while the show and stuff has ended, the legends will never die. And honestly, that is one way to end the show and give a proper send-off to the fandom. To the words of the MLP staff and show writers and voice actresses and all that, thank you for bringing us a magnificent show. What's next for my future? Heck if I know.
You're back online. You should reach your destination by 6:04 p.m.
But yeah, overall, great series finale. Magnificent time seeing the reaction on these people's faces for it. I definitely enjoyed it as well. I'll definitely give MLP a rewatch in the future. So, yeah. See you for the next set of videos, whenever they come out.